Okay, if you're thinking to yourself, why have I not gone through the entire dungeon of Mirror Lake, and how come I have the quest to talk to Nyanga White Stripes? Well, if you watched yesterday's video of me trying to solo through Mirror Lake, I did try and do it. I was able to do the first fight and the second fight, but I had a really hard time with the third fight. And then I somehow lost internet connection, so that was unfortunate. And so, yeah, you could only see the first fight, the second fight, and the third fight. You couldn't see the fourth fight, so that was unfortunate. And then just wasn't sure what to do because honestly, like when I lost internet connection, like if that happens, then that means I gotta do the entire dungeon all over again, and that would be unfortunate because I'd have to like do the strategies that I needed to do. Like I could get through the first fight easily, no problem, but it's just getting through the other fights that are really difficult. The second fight is the most challenging one because the sun boss will put up a tower shield, and once you take out all the other bosses, then he'll remove the shield, and then you can take out the sun boss and you'll be all over, right? But the second fight is the most challenging. The third one, they're all ice boss, and it, it just had a really hard time with the third fight because, well, I mean, they all had a lot of pips. Let's be honest, they all had a lot of pips. Some of them were fizzling a lot, but they was still getting more pips. Some of them were tower shielding, so just had a hard time to take out mostly all of them. Like I tried to take out one, and I just couldn't. Like I just really couldn't. Like it came close. Like I knew at the moment, like, okay, there's a good chance that I can still take one out if it's possible, but I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. But then, like I said, I couldn't get to the fourth fight, the final fight, which they're all storm, and that would also be really hard because they just use their powerful storm spells and just take me out in like a round or two. So that'd just be impossible. So there's just, yeah. So if you watched yesterday's video and you saw me go through almost all of Mirror Lake, it's just impossible. Like there is no way to do it solo. It's possible, but it just for me it just wasn't possible. It's probably my gear, right? Because my gear is trash. That's probably the main reason why I couldn't do it. That's probably why. Maybe it's my level. I mean, my level seems to be fine. Doesn't really matter. Maybe I don't have a good pet. And like, yeah, my stats are just trash. So, yeah, everything in the game, everyone knows this. Everybody knows this. Everything in the game is not easy to do solo. We all know that. Everything in the game is not easy. There's some fights that are soloable, but for most fights, not so much. And one of them is Mirror Lake. Mirror Lake just wasn't the dungeon for me, and I just wasn't able to solo it or just get through it because it was really hard. And there are some other dungeons that are going to be super hard to solo. It's so, yeah. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, and what I'm trying to hope get to. My point is, I am going to make some changes to the Real Challenge series. Okay, and I know what you're all thinking. Like, this is like, why would you do this? Because you started this series. You started this series back in March, and you're changing up the rules. I mean, like, if you've watched like the other videos that I was able to solo, and that was shocking to you that I was able to get it through it, and I died several times, and I was able to solo it. That must have been a major shock to you that I was able to solo it. I soloed the Trial of Spheres and Celestia. I died several times, but I didn't give up. But I still got it done. And then I soloed Malistaire, Drake, and Dragonspire, my first time ever. And I only died to Malistaire once, but I came back and I did Malistaire the second time, and I beat him on my second try. I beat Malistaire Drake on my second try. And then, yeah. So, anyways, so for most battles, I know I can solo them. If I die, I will try again and just keep trying and trying until I win. For dungeons, like for bigger dungeons, like Mirror Lake, for example, and for some of the other bigger dungeons, I will solo attempt it. I will give it a try. I will solo it. If I can't beat the dungeon solo, if I keep dying several times, which is what happened to Mirror Lake, if I can't beat the dungeon solo, then I'm going to team up. I'm going to team up for the dungeon and get some help, and then we'll get through it quickly. And that's what I did for Mirror Lake. I went through Mirror Lake again. I teamed up. I got some help, and then we got the dungeon we got the dungeon done. Went through it fast. I actually leveled up after I got done with the dungeon, so I got to level 70. So yeah, that's what happened. So I'm gonna make a few changes for the Real Challenge series. But I still want to solo every boss fight in the game solo. I still want to do that, but everything in the game is not easy. It's not easy to solo everything. It's not easy. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but everything in the game is not easy to solo. But if you want to challenge yourself and do it. Go for it. But everything in the game is not easy. So that is what I am going to do, and I hope you'll be able to. I hope you kind of understand for what I'm trying to go for and what I still hope to go for. But I'm still sticking with the rules that I am going for originally. So I'm still not going to use a mount. I'm not using a mount. I'm not going for good gear. I'm still going to accept gear that I get from like random fights for finishing them, or from completing quests that gives a piece of gear. I will accept that. I'm going to stay with the Life Scarab pet that will stay by my side, and I still want to solo every boss fight if I can do it. If I can't beat the fight, if it's just too hard, if I'm not doing it right, then I will team up and then can get some help. That is what is going to be for the Real Challenge series. So yeah. So hopefully this. So yeah. I hope you were able to understand for what I'm trying to go for. I hope this made a little sense. And yeah, I mean, like I said, if you watched yesterday's video, like I tried to solo Mirror Lake. I tried, and it was just holy cow, holy cow! It was really hard. But I mean, I saw one of your comments that one of you were able to solo Mirror Lake and solo Xibalba, and I mean, that's amazing to me. Like, I'm glad you were able to do it. Like I mean, if you can solo the dungeon, hey, go for it. Or if you were able to solo it, like, that's amazing. Like, that's incredible that you were able to do the dungeon solo. That's amazing. But for me, I just couldn't do it. I mean, like I said, Maybe it's the gear that I don't have. Like, I don't have the perfect gear. Maybe it's because of that. I don't have a good pet. That's probably because of that. But it's fine and it's okay, right? I gave the dungeon a try. It was really hard, but I almost got to do the full dungeon, but couldn't get to the final fight. Sad to say, but I tried the dungeon, and well, it was hard, but still couldn't get it done. So, but I teamed up, and now the dungeon is done. So now I have completed Safaria, and it's time to move on to Avalon. So that is coming up next. So, yeah. But anyways, thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, if you're getting excited and looking forward to more Real Challenge videos, you should definitely watch the previous videos. And I mean, just I'll just say this: like, watch this current video before you watch the new Real Challenge video. Just so that you understand for what I'm trying to go for, because, like, again, everything in the game is not easy to solo. Everything is not easy. Believe me, we've all been there before. We've experienced it. We've been there before. Everything is not easy. So, yeah, do me a favor, watch this video before you watch the new Real Challenge video. Just saying. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Click on the like button for more Real Challenge videos. If you like Wizard 101, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell so that you'll know when I post Wizard videos daily. I do live streams, so check out my live streams. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and join the Discord. Have a wonderful day today. I'll see you all next time. Take care.